What is up, my bros? It's your boy TrueKROO here, bringing you another action figure toy review. This time of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection crossover with Street Fighter, Ryu Crimson Hawk Ranger, and Chun-Li Blazing Phoenix Ranger. Now, this is our first in the Bugs 2 Men backlog series, which is going to be a backlog of all the toys that we've gotten over the years, or all the figures we've gotten over the years. That are older than 2 months, so that's why it's kind of fitting on my schedule. Hopefully by the time this one goes up, my next figure that is actually going to try to be on schedule will be SH Figure Arts 2 Kaiser, but we'll see how things go. But I did want to bring up these two because these are both incredibly fun figures, incredibly unique figures, because these are original designs by the American team. You know, they created the video games Legacy Wars and Battle for the Grid, and then we did have that kind of promo video with Ryu actually transforming into the Crimson Hawk Ranger in that video. But yeah, if you guys happen to want to get some of your own, you can still get them at
Tokullectibles, the premier US-based one-stop shop for all of your Toku needs. Here you can get various products from such series as Kamen Rider Geats, Avatar Sentai Dome Brothers, Osama Sentai King Oger, Kamen Rider Revice, Ultraman Decker, Garo, Dragon Ball Z, Spy Family, Demon Slayer, and many more.
Chun-Li and Ryu both get a lot of their inspiration from the Green Ranger, as you can see with those specialized shields that they have on their chests. But they also, of course, have a lot of their influence from their actual civilian appearances. Unfortunately, I do not own any of those figures, but I do know that Jada Toys, I believe, is going to be coming out with their own Street Fighter line, which includes Ryu and Chun-Li as part of the first wave. So I'm excited to get those. I'm going to get those to compare with these and also review them when they come out. But like I said, we are going to be looking over their accessories, their articulation, and compare them with other figures from different lines, as we usually do. Let's get into it. So as you can kind of see here, both figures come with these neat little triangle bases that do have pegs for the peg holes at the bottom of their feet, as well as various effects for the different attacks. As you see right now, I have on Ryu's the Hadouken effect, and on Chun-Li's for her rapid kick. I don't remember the exact name of the attack, but the other ones that they do have are this neat little hawk effect, or fiery hawk effect for Ryu. This electrifying phoenix for Chun-Li, which I find funny, is that she gets, her name is the Blazing Phoenix, but she has electricity effects. And then Ryu has more of the fire effects, but you also get this flaming Shoryuken effect for Ryu, as well as, I forget the name of her attack for this one too, for Chun-Li. It's kind of like her aura attack that she kind of like has for a shield. But they also come with, for Ryu, you can see he has 2 fisted hands, and also these 2 open hands for the Hadouken. And for Chun-Li, these more kind of relaxed open hands for posing, as well as her own fisted hands. Now, when it comes to Chun-Li, because of the design of her, you might want to put her in some hot water first, because of these spike bracelet pieces on her. Get this to focus a bit. They do get kind of in the way of hand swapping, but you can, once you have. It's a little bit difficult and also a bit risky, because these do kind of contract, and you can see we can take the hand off, put the fist in. See, now she's got the fist. Yeah, these effects are really cool. I'm glad that they're doing this for all of them. When I say all of them, we do have Chun-Li, we do have Cammy and Ren, or not Ren, Cammy and Ken as other figures in this line. They do have some unique designs to them that you can obviously see them as, Chun-Li's wrist came off. As you can see, because of how tight it was on mine, the paint did come off, but you just slide it back on. Yeah, Cammy and Ken also have their own Ranger forms. They're also coming out. Some retailers are having, or do have those out early, so you can actually also get them at Tokullector right now if you want to. Tokullectibles, but see Chun-Li in a neutral pose. Since I have her like this, we're going to go over articulation real quick, but they do have that unique new neck, so her head can go all the way around like this. She can look all the way around too. Head looks up this far. If I'm moving the neck, that far down. With the neck moving, of course. Her little hair buns are also articulated so they can slide forward like that, back like that. She does have a butterfly joint in here, and her arms can go out this far. Out. Butterfly joint, of course, to punch forward, punch back. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Her little bands right here, gotta get them in the right spot. Otherwise, they do interfere with that double jointed elbow. The wrist swivels there. And her hands with here, they are kind of the horizontal joint going inward and out. She does have the diaphragm joint, so she goes all around like this, all around. She does have, I believe, it's not really that visible. Yep, she does have an ab crunch. It's just very tucked behind her skirt piece. Of course, she has a drop down hips, like all the other newer versions of figures or pinless figures. She can keep that far up, that far back. She has the upper thigh swivel, double joint knees, bend this far because she does have kind of the more thicker legs. That's one thing like I noticed for her. They did give her like, you know, the thinner arms but the thicker legs. But I wish that there was a little more like muscle definition because we know Chun-Li is famous for her kicking. And she does have boot swivel, ankle articulation that goes like this, and you can go like that. You're standing right over here. Now grab Ryu. Ryu, same deal pretty much. Like I said, he's the standard or the newer collection. Now see, look at here. Ryu's arms are defined. Why aren't Chun-Li's legs defined? Yeah. Head goes up this far. Down this far. The headband piece is on a ball joint, so it can go any direction. Does have the neck joint, like I mentioned, so neck all the way around. Can look this far down, though. He's a bit limited, more limited. But butterfly joint here. So his arms T-pose like this far. Can bend this far forward if we have the arm on the right way. Get a good amount of distance for punching. Arm that far back. Double joint elbows, like I said. This is for bending. Wrist swivel, also up and down. Horizontal. Diaphragm joint. A lot tighter than Chun-Li's. Chun-Li's is more loose. It does have the ab crunch, so you can bend that far forward. This far back. Drop down hips as well. A little bit less loose than Chun-Li's. Forward. He has thigh swivel. Double joint knees. Go up this far. Boot swivel. And of course, ankle articulation. Yeah, now that we got the two of them with all their articulation sorted out, let's get them compared to some other figures, shall we? Just reposition the camera a bit. Size comparison time. So let's take a first look. We're going to bring out Ranger that I said kind of influenced the look of these characters, which is going to be Green Ranger Tommy over here on the right. Or on, well, Ryu's right, our left. You see, they stand pretty well together. Go ahead and just adjust the camera a bit. Next to Chun-Li, we're going to pair her with another female Lightning Collection figure. So we have here Dino Thunder Yellow, Kira. And yeah, they all scale pretty well together. You can kind of see that, of course, Ryu and Tommy are a little bit taller. But honestly, I feel like Chun-Li should be as tall as Ryu, but, well, what can you do? Next, we're going to compare with another Dragon Shield style Last Ranger, another crossover Ranger. So Ryu is next to Morphed Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover. Get him to stand up a little bit better. This Raph is a little bit shorter than him. Can't really tell about the angle, but turn it like this way. You kind of see a little bit shorter. And for another martial art style figure, we're going to bring out the Ninjetti Rocky, Ninjetti Red Ranger. And to compare with some other lines, Chun-Li with another martial artist you guys have seen probably in my other review for Aguilera, Kamen Rider Jean. I figured this will work best because they're both blue and both specialize in punching and kicking people. And on Ryu's side, I'm going to bring out my custom Love and Thunder Thor. As you can see, compared to, well, a larger scale Marvel Legend. Get Thor to stand up properly. Wow, not a lot of my figures are standing properly today. Must be some sort of issue. See, Thor stands taller. And as another comparison, just so, because you guys will see them in pictures, bring out another Dragon Shield style Ranger. It's actually the crossover Shredder Ranger. Stands taller than both of them. As well as one of my favorite of the foot soldiers, the, well, Foot Ninja. Yeah, that's it for size comparisons, guys. And that is it for my review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Street Fighter crossover Crimson Hawk Ryu Ranger and Blazing Phoenix Chun-Li Ranger. Now, I do want to apologize because earlier in the video I said that this was a Shoryuken effect. This is not a Shoryuken effect. This is actually a kick effect. But it just happens to look like a Shoryuken effect. I mean, come on, look at it. I mean, the only reason you can tell that's not is if I move the camera here, you can see that there is a lot of space for the foot. But it works for a Shoryuken effect, so we're just going to call it the Shoryuken effect. But yeah, as I said, if you happen to like this review, be sure to stay tuned as we will be taking a look at the Datong Toys Masked Superman DT Blue, aka the Not Eternal, so the knockoff, and many more other figures. Hopefully I get that 2 Kaiserin soon, so I can go ahead and review that as well. But if you happen to like this review and you want to stay tuned with everybody else or everything else that we do, you can follow me on Twitter at TrueKROOs or on Instagram at ReggieRay93. You can also follow our main Twitter account, which is the Bugs2Men Twitter, so Bugs2Men, and as well as Gary's account, which is GBix93. Now, if you want to see more videos, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in. We're going to probably do this like every 2 weeks, maybe put out like a bunch of videos on the same day, or maybe just one every 2 weeks, but we'll see how things go. All right, thank you. Bye.